Hi, fellow pilgrims. This is April Lindevald. Most of you know me. I am a tag member for years now and a tag team member. And in my function as a tag team member, I'm very bonded to the great ascended master Merlin, the wizard Merlin, and I bring him through, channeling him every 2 weeks on a Friday, usually with some kind of lessons. And I'm also a practitioner of tarot for, oh gosh, probably 30 years now. And when I first learned tarot, I started with the Rider Waite deck with beautiful art by Pamela Coleman Smith, who is a woman who did all the artwork using the symbology that she learned from Arthur Waite. And this deck is widely known as probably the most common tarot deck, even to this day. And it is also a great place for beginner tarot people to start. And it is a great place to keep doing readings from and to keep helping yourself learn things from, because it has an endless supply of great information to offer. And so for today, I'm going to give you a tarot spotlight where I'm going to do a little 3-card reading for the group. I've asked my cards if they would give us a past, present, and future, which is all very compact. I always say that the past, present, and future that we do with tarot is reading the energies that go back no more than 3 months and probably no more than 3 months into the future. So it's like, how did we get here? Where did we just come from? What is going on now? And what can we expect in the future? And so we're going to do that for everyone who is led to see this today. And we're all a family together. So we're dealing with some of the same things, even in our individual lives. So the first card that came up for the past was this one. It's a very interesting card, the 9 of Swords. Swords is a suit very similar to the kind of suits you see in a poker deck. Beat your swords into plowshares. So actually, spades would be the corresponding suit to swords. And this is a 9. 9 is it's a very spiritual number, but it's also about endings of a whole chapter or a whole it's like saying goodbye and letting go and releasing things that you don't need anymore as you walk into a brand new 10 energy, which is your whole new chapter, your whole new self, your whole new life. And that could be small or big, but this is a pretty big one. And if you look here, the pictures tell everything. The swords are there. They're sort of hovering in the air, but they can't be real because they're just kind of laying there in the air. And the person is waking up from sleep. So I always take this to mean that this is like a nightmare that we've been having about, swords are kind of energy of tough lessons and sometimes pain and suffering. And this person is suddenly woken up because 9 swords is quite a lot of pain and suffering and tough lessons to be dealing with. But as in most dreams and nightmares, when you wake up, you look around, and if someone's there, they might say, "What's wrong?" And you'll say, "Oh, I had this horrible dream. It was terrible." And they'll say, What did you dream about?" And you may not even remember. I can't even remember. It was awful, but now it's gone. Well, that's what we are in. Our past has been a lot of suffering, perhaps, a lot of stumbles, a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficult things to get through. But look, we're at the place where we're just on the verge of a 10 energy. We're at 9. We're at the end of all of that. And we are waking up from the nightmare and beginning to see that things were not so bad as we thought, that we are protected. We are loved. We have support and we have guidance from above, and that everything is done for us, for our highest good, and that we are well. So where does that lead us now? Where are we now? Look at us now. Now we have the 6 of Wands. Wands is a very different suit. Wands is about our energy, our passion, our mojo. Wands they're all of the little sticks there. The wands have living leaves coming out of them. There's a quickness to it. There's life in there. And this guy's riding home in triumph from, who knows, some struggle, some war, some journey. And he's surrounded by supporters and friends. So he didn't do it alone. And he's got a crown of the laurel wreath, which was put on in ancient Greece and Rome, was put on the heads of people who triumphed in battle or in athletics. And he's got one on his wand as well, and this beautiful white steed. And 6 is the number of unconditional love. So when we embrace love for ourselves and for others, and as the moving guiding force of the world, we are riding home in triumph. We are woken up from our nightmare and we are starting forth in a new venture where we win, we triumph. We are in a new position of power, of joy, of feeling supported by others, of feeling that we've found our tribe, and of feeling that we have the energy to pursue new, exciting possibilities. And so where does that go in the future? Well, once we embrace this passion that we have to do good in the world, and to know that we are supported and that we can win and triumph, we end up with a whole different thing. Now we have the 8 of Cups. Cups is about the heart. It's about our emotions. It's about it's about relationships. It's about our relationship with ourselves. It's about our relationship with God. It's about the feelings that we have deep in our heart and also our intuitive feelings. And 8 is the number of great good fortune. The Chinese have a word that is sort of the same word for good fortune and for 8 sounds like each other. So they believe that 8 is a number of great good fortune. And the Celts and other societies have always thought of 8 as a completion. It's a sideways infinity symbol. It is about abundance. It is about good fortune and good luck. This doesn't look like good luck, right? It looks a little bit squirrely there. He's wearing a red coat and red shoes, and he's got his walking staff, and he's turned his back on all his good fortune. He's got 8 cups. They're all filled. He's happy. He is content. He's got love and friendship and abundance and everything he could want. And look at, he's walking away. Why is that? Because once you are waking up from your nightmare and you understand your spiritual nature, and once you feel that passion and that excitement about wanting to do something about it, your good luck is to say, now I'm going to go follow my heart and follow my spiritual guidance. And I may be called to things I didn't plan. I may be called to a different career. I may be called to a different place. I may be called to a different relationship. I may be called to study things I didn't ever think I was going to study, or to put time and energy into things I never believed. But now it's important because now I'm being called. And that is it's 8. It's good fortune because it's connecting with your soul's desire, not just what the world is telling you need to do, but your soul's desire and how it draws you and says, come to me. I've been waiting for you you've been waiting for me all your life. Basically, you've been waiting for purpose. You've been waiting for a direction, a path. And so here's the group all of us slogging along, trying to survive on Earth in a turbulent, chaotic world where everything does seem like a nightmare a lot of the time. And then we wake up from that and we find that there's a lot more good in the world than we thought. There is support. There are passionate, exciting things going on in the cosmos that we want to be a part of, and that we are not alone in this, and that we have already passed lots of tests, and that we are triumphing and ready to go forward with a new attitude. But when we do that, watch out, find out what you be careful what you ask for, because now you're going to be called to a higher purpose, and it may require you to leave behind things that have been comfortable and pleasant for you, and to go into the unknown and to try things you never thought possible. But you will always be supported and you will always be loved. Now, so that's your card reading for today. And I'm also going to give you one in-depth card. This is the Rider-Waite deck. This is the major arcana. Those cards were minor arcana, which means that they belong to the 4 suits that we're familiar with from card playing and poker. This is a 22 extra cards that do not belong to the 4 suits. They are superseding them. They are powerful. They are spiritual. They are about the fool's journey through his incarnation, through learning, through all the different lessons that Earth can provide. And this is the 0 card, is the very first of the major arcana cards, and it's called the Fool. And why is it the Fool? Well, not because he's foolish, but because he's innocent and naive. He's a fresh soul. You see, he's ready to jump off a cliff, and he's not even looking where he's going. But the little dog is Spirit, and Spirit is nipping at his heels, saying, go for it, go, 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 go. Go be incarnate. Go try this Earth experiment. Go live and see and he brings with him a wallet on a stick. That's all his memories from all his past lives, all the things he's learned in the ethers, all the things he knows, but that he may forget while he's down here. The red feather in his hat is to sort of say you have to take action. You have to decide, make your mind up to make an action. Red is the color of action. The sun is poised in the sky, always not in the, why is it not in the center? Why is it not at the highest place? Because it always wants to be rising. As this is all happening, we want this sun to be permanently in a place of aspiration, of getting higher, always getting higher. And he is going to take a leap of faith. He is going to jump off that cliff. He's going to go into a body and have an adventure as a human being in a body. And this is how he starts his fool's journey. And all the rest of the major arcana is going to tell us what he encounters when he gets there. But this card is beautiful because it's pure. The background color is yellow, which is all about, it's about intellect, but it's also about joy and enthusiasm, which he has to start with. Like I said, innocent and naive, and he's being urged to do it. And though everybody else may be saying, you're a fool to do this, you were fine where you were, what are you doing? This can also apply to leaps of faith that we do in our lives. Any kind of leap of faith. If you want to change your relationship, or change your job, change your place of living, and maybe you don't have a logical reason, but you just feel called. If you want to go back to school, or if you want to quit something, you people may say to you, you're an idiot, what are you doing? You're uprooting your whole life. But you know that spirit tells you, your gut tells you this is the right thing to do. So you're not a fool, you're a brave person, and you're somebody who is fine at taking risks, because if you feel that the risk is being dictated to you by something bigger than you, by your higher self. And so that is how we use the pictures, the colors, the numbers, and the images, and how the images make us feel, to read a message into the tarot. And there's no deck. There are a million wonderful decks out there, and they all have different themes, and they're all great to work with. But there's nothing that has the sense of the incredible amount of information embedded in it, more than this. So I'm doing this. I'm going to do a few more of these, because I'm going to be teaching a beginning tarot class starting October 1st on Sunday afternoons, probably around 2. The first 6 classes will be an hour long, and I'll go through the meanings of the arcanas, the meanings of the suits, of the colors and the numbers, and then we're going to go through every card in detail. The last 2 Sundays are going to be double time, so that we get finished before Thanksgiving, and they will be 2-hour sessions, and we'll have some practice with each other and a little bit more activity. And so I'm hoping Rachel's going to sponsor this class, and you will find out more about it as time goes by. You can probably register through her website, and there'll be lots more information there, and we will post more information as we know. But I want to give you a heads up. If you ever were intrigued by what I'm doing for you here and how I'm showing it to you, and if you ever thought to yourself, gee, I think I could do that, or I would like to learn to do that, or I would like to have a better understanding of what she's looking at there, take the class. There are a few of you out there that have already taken it, and I think would give me a good review. And there will be a booklet or a manual that comes with it that you can have to refer to in the future. So think about it. And in the meantime, if you're just having fun with these, there's going to be a couple more pop-up spotlights here where I do a few more little readings for you. And blessings to all of you. And I hope some of you decide to join up, and we'll have a really good time together. Okay, take care.